sanje chudan choje chon la chancho pardo dane chapso dage jenso jibe sonam je drola pensar sanje drobar sho sangye 주던 조제 조난 로 장조 바르도 다네 잡소 다게 진손 집에 선남 진롤라 벤서 산진 저바르쇼 산제 주던 조제 조남 로 장조 바르도 다네 잡소 다게 젠손 집에 선남 롤라 벤서 산젠 저바르쇼 셈젠 담제 대와단 대베주 덴바르 조르제 동하라단 동하라기 주단 tra와르 조르제 동하르 멤버 대와 담바다 멘다라와 조르제 녀렌 차다 니다 저 단현 쳔보라 네바르 조르제 셈젠 담제데 데베 조단 덴바르 조르제 동하르 단 동하르 지 조단 tra와르 조르제 동하르 멤버 대와 담바다 멘다라와 조르제 녀렌 차다 니다 저 다녀엔 쳔보라 네바 조르제 셈젠 담 대와 단 데베 주 덴바르 조르제 동하르 단 동하르 지 주단 tra와르 조르제 동하르 메베 대와 담바다 멘다르와 조르제 녀렌 차다 니단 트라와 다뇨 쳔보라 네바르 조르제 Parden zawe lama ramboche dage jevor peme denjo la kaden chenbo gone jizon kuson doje nguro zardo zo lama na koncho ramboche namba somchi dada simchin tamje lo chusun ro sinje labdeso Chulamden rowa zenje labdo so, lan choba sowa zenje labdo so, chunang ishi so chawa zenje labdo so, tobe daji chowa zenje labdo so, toji jinje minba zenje, tendra tabla kheba zenje labdo so, ze dondan denba zenje labdo so, saja jimbo choken urdup tsendini de toba zenje labdo so. Oh yeah, welcome back. And we keep continuing with this particular teaching we call the Vipassana teaching. Those that is the best on the for mindfulness. Day before yesterday, we have discussed on the mindfulness body, that which I just shortly mentioned, like that's just. Be aware of your body sensations, stay with these sensations as long as possible. Like that, that means we use the body as the method for the meditation. In that particular case, you can choose any part of body and the focus points. The mind focus on any part of your body and feel this sensation of aliveness. And then, stay with mind in a very calm, relaxed, peaceful manner. And stay as long as possible. And while you are doing that, you're supposed to not have any other thoughts, any other concepts in mind. Just simply being with this sensation. And sometimes maybe your mind starts moving out of this focused point awareness, and then that you can a little bit change the position where you focused. Like that's either you can move slowly down, enter the feet, and slowly, that's this awareness, presence of the body is the bring up, all the way, all the time, trying to keep mind silent, relax, feel joy. You can feel joyful manner of the body also too. Just it's so nice actually. And time to time, you should to be mind itself, trying to be mind itself into the relaxed position without focus to anything. Just mind be in the silent, be relaxed, be rest in the natural state of mind. Very silent, and time to eventually maybe your mind start having either agitation or maybe kind of a dullness, then slowly turn your attention to the body sensation again. So in that way, we should to train in your mind to be meditative concentration. This is various, that's powerful methods actually, really powerful methods. Within the days, weeks, if you do this often, you will feel really different. Mind can be more relaxed and one-pointedness, stillness, the experience. Also, we have told last day how we should use the breath as the method for meditative concentration. First, the counting, and then following, and then rest within, like a breath, hold in a little bit, and rest simply that inside the mind as long as possible, and slowly, gently exhale. Inhale again, a few times again, little bit. Inhale and hold inside, rest. Like mind is so silent, so peaceful. All these three methods, those two methods are really good for the beginner to the meditative concentration. Okay. Having said that, I would like to share a little bit why we should do these things. Okay, this is, I see, again, important. Why we should practice mindfulness, body, mindfulness sensation, all these things. It is like, that both shamatha meditation, Vipassana meditation can be done with these methods. First is the shamatha meditation, and then slowly that shamatha meditation experience can be transformed into Vipassana meditation. Okay. The shamatha meditation is none other than to mind rest in one-pointedness and a silent, relaxed state of the mind. With this one-pointedness, silence, or what we call this, that's a non-conceptual state of mind, then one will be able to experience real shamatha, shene experiences. That is, it says, de sarmato. De is blissful. Mind is full of bliss. Not only the mind is full of bliss, but that affects the body. Body feels blissful. Because of that, then, eventually one experience what we Tibetan call the Xinjiang. Lu Xinjiang, Sem Xinjiang. Lu Xinjiang is something to do with the physical body. Body feels always relaxed, flexible, feel like, kind of, blissful in the body, even out of the meditation. It is saying like, that meditation, this type of meditation is very good to the healthy also too, blood circulation. And then same Xinjiang is the same something to do with the mind. Because of this meditation, the mind always is having sort of cherish and mood happy, and also that's feel relaxed, and also freshness. These things come out, this experience. So therefore, these three experiences that can be experienced within the Shen meditation. De sarmato. Deva is bliss or joy. Sarva is clarity, freshness, vivid, and matob, non-conceptual. Those are very good experience. It can be gone to the very deeper. Even it is says good meditators can be stay with this experience for days. Even nowadays, I used to hear some people, that's even days, they are just, that's within this experience, passing days. So then that is the shamatha meditation. We call the Shen meditation. And the Lakton is something should be experienced. That's a recognition within this experience. What is different between Lakton and Shen? Shen is shamatha meditation, which is experience that I told before. Experience within the non-conceptual one-pointedness mind. Experience. Lakton is to seeing the truth. Okay. Lakton is wisdom. To see. Shen meditation is experience. These two things are different, yeah? Experience and seeing is different. Experience just feeling, mental feeling, physical feeling, joy, clarity. But it does not mean you are realized true nature of mind, true nature experience. You are just happily sleeping, like joyfully stay this experience. You may not understand anything. The deep happiness, drowned in the happiness, stay there days. It does not mean you are understanding true, to see, clarity, no. And then Lakton come to this, Shen meditation, join to the Shen meditation, combine, unite the Shen meditation. Then the Lakton has the ability to see, to know. Vipassana. Vipassana is to seeing, to knowing. In Tibetan word, Lakton. Lak is extra, or maybe special. See is, tong is to see. And that gets seeing not by the eye, but see your wisdom, your knowledge to see it. Here again, if you don't have the meditative concentration in your mind, Shen meditation not experience, the Lakton is only then philosophical, intellectual concept happened. Do you understand that? Without the meditative concentration, just the Lakton then, becomes intellectual understanding. Intellectually, you're understanding how things really are. You can talk a lot. You can, have a lot of ideas about how natural the mind, emptiness, and existence, natural existence, these things, Lakton. This can be done, all the intellectual, conceptual thoughts. Okay, Lakton, it becomes a big philosopher. And then this Lakton idea, the knowledge, work with Shen meditation. Then that is perfect. Non-conceptual, non-dual, through the non-concept, non-dual, understand how things really are. that is that's a direct recognition. Shene meditation makes Lakton so sharpened, so powerful. Because the power of Shene meditation, Lakton becomes so real, not intellectual mind, but it brings to the experiential level, and finally, recognition, direct recognition. Direct recognition is there's no conceptual involved, no thought involved, no imagination involved, but it's direct recognition. As long as a conceptual understanding with the thought understanding, that is not a direct recognition. There, that's always within your, what we call the imagination. So here, that way, we have to do both. Shene meditation is important. Vipassana Lakton meditation is important, both. Again, traditionally, this true approach, meditation, goes in the two ways. You know that. The first way is you should learning and reflect. Learning from the teacher and the scriptures. The teacher and the scriptures teach us how things really are intellectually, such as from the Panchaparamita Sutra, as well as Madhyamaka, all other teachings, the focused mostly how things really are, teach us how things really are, and the relative level and ultimate level, the teaching. So therefore, in the Buddhist tradition, particularly in Tibetan Buddhism, it's involved a lot of in the intellectual level, the focus on the intellectual, that years they are studying Buddhist philosophy and proving how things really are. When we say emptiness, just not saying, trying to really understand the meaning of emptiness, how it can be. Like everything's empty of natural. It's easy to say, but not easy to understand. So that through the teaching, and it teaches us how that everything can be emptiness. How the emptiness can be manifested as everything. So teaching goes like that. Finally, you have, there's a learning, and then, after you learned, there is what we call the reflection, samba, reflection and contemplation. Reflection and contemplation, what we should to reflect, what you should to contemplate on is what you have learned, what you have understood, and intellectually, how you understand how things really are, and the relative truth and the ultimate truth. You have big knowledge that provides us through the learning, and this knowledge we have to reflect, we should to reflect on it and contemplate on it. That is the second type of the meditation. The first type, let's say, the meditation of contemplation, meditation of reflection. That contemplation and reflection is still within the conceptual level. You are thinking that meaning of the teaching with deep thought. It's not just thinking one or two times. Always thinking about, training in your mind in the form of the reflection and form of the contemplation with deep thoughts, thinking about it. Because of that knowledge getting more and more subtle and more stable in your mind, more and more becomes real. And there is certainly cut the doubts about it, finally. And there's no doubt for you eventually. Okay, I'm 100% sure the meaning of the existence, the meaning, true nature of existence, just like that. The conceptually, intellectually have no doubt. That can be happened. But still you are not recognized. Still you are not really realized true nature of existence. But your realization is still in the, that's a subtle intellectual mind. So then you need meditative concentration. Okay, meditate up on the wisdom. What you have learned, what you have contemplate on, the wisdom becomes very subtle, very deeper in your mind. You meditate up on it. Means simply rest with this wisdom. It is so good, so profound. Your mind is not moving. Your mind is not checking. Your mind is not thinking, but simply rest within this profound understanding, wisdom, how things really are, how natural your mind. Simply be aware. And eventually the experience comes. Not only experience, direct recognition can happen. That moment you are liberated. No more, you are caught into the traps of conditional samsara at that moment. You are out of ego clinging. So that is one approach to do. Second approach to practice is person like us. We have not much time to learn and reflect. And just, that's learn a little bit and contemplate a little bit as much as you can. For these people, what important is devotion is important. Okay? Trust is important. The first type, someone who learning a lot may not. Okay, anyway, the second type of person, that's an approach to go is we need some form of devotion, trust to the teaching. Learn less is okay. Not necessarily, learn Buddhist teachings years. Just, that's some kind of the essential meaning of the teaching. Learn, and you learn. Then meditate first. Shene meditation come. Usually what we're doing, the most the Kajupa traditions go in that way. Not so much spend time for the learning, okay? We begin with Munro, Guru Yoga, not so much talk how things really are and intellectually. With the devotion, come to the meditation. And Shene meditation, okay? If you achieved a certain degree of experience Shene meditation, then teacher teaches you how you should look at the natural mind. Within this Shene meditation, okay? You are simply stay in the Shene meditation experience. Then teacher slowly introduce you, look at your natural mind. Look at your natural mind. How you see. Slightly analyze how and the means of the mind. Where? The location, character. Is there any really something exists or not? If there's exist, where? Inside of your body or outside of our body or somewhere else? If there's not really exist anything, so-called mind, then how come this, that's a experience, this awareness, these thoughts, and slightly there analytical meditation needed. I was told in that case, you should go to the teacher often. Report to the teacher your experience frequently. And the teacher examine you. And the teacher check your mind, whether correct way to go or not. And the teacher little bit, that's give you instructions that makes, the correction, little bit make correct. And eventually, in that case, the teacher is important. With teacher, and traditionally, the meditators go to the see teacher often within the week. And meditate, and then go to the teacher, what experience report to teacher. Teacher asks questions, ask questions, and the teacher suggests do this. Eventually, when teacher sees you got
Really, not only the Hene experience, but you see the natural mind. Because your reports, how you experience to teacher, and the teacher got understanding your mind. Okay, now he or he is really see the natural mind. Then introductions come up, point out. Introduction, what we call the introduction. Introduce you natural mind, that moment. Okay, that is, teacher used, that is the Buddha nature. That is the Mahamudra. That's Dzogchen. That's Rigpa. That's what we call the primordial wisdom. Now you see it. You should not have any doubt about it. You should not have any kind of hesitate. Just maintain it with confidence, with trust. Stay with it. Introduce like that. Okay? For instance, introductions come to the when you see, experience your mind, but you are not sure that moment whether this is a true natural mind, what I got is real or not, then teacher introduce it. Otherwise, teacher don't introduce you before that time. If before you experience, before you see the natural mind, if teacher experience and not introduce, you may not get it. You may not have your own idea. Teacher says, oh, that is Buddha natural. Maybe you have your own interpretation in your mind. Okay? For instance, somebody introduced you by somebody. First, you should see him or her. See, here in the present together. You see that person. Then someone else come to you, or then he introduce this person. Oh, his name is Khenpo Chochok. He is something like this and that. He is the Buddha now. You should, you should connect with him. Okay, then you know this person, and you make a connection and become friends. So introductions come to, okay, anyway. So therefore, what we're doing is very useful. I'm really like to bring the more meditative concentration experience in, that's in our, Karma Kaju practitioners. Of course, we are learning Lord, listening Lord's teaching, but somehow so far, in the many parts of our, the society, meditation is a little bit still needed. So therefore, I just like to say this time we introduce a very beginning type of meditative concentration in the form of the four mindfulness. This is a good start. From the four mindfulness, we can go very deeper and deeper actually, just using these four mindfulness. So therefore, maybe some of you thinking why it is important to do this mindfulness body or focus on the breath. Why this is the point? What is the point? Sometimes you may have this kind of ideas. And others think only mindfulness or meditation is something need to be done, some kind of some help. Some person has difficult mind. Yeah, this is in many part of there's a world they think that way. If you say, I'm learning meditation, I'm going to do Vipassana and mindful meditate, that means your mind is not okay. People take in that way. That's not true. Of course, that is something also. I should say, Buddhist meditative concentrations helps a lot in the mental healthy. That's not always like only that one, okay? Besides that, there are tremendous benefits we gain out of the meditative concentration. Really. Meditative concentration is a very essential Buddhist teaching. No matter how you practice different things, different aspects of practice, at the end, one has to come to meditative concentration. in order to really, recognize natural mind, in order to liberate from samsara. That is our ultimate aim. Our aim is to achieve enlightenment, end up the sufferings, cause sufferings forever. That is our aim, the permanent aim, the ultimate aim. Within that, there's and there are a lot of temporary aims to us. That is good also. So that way we should know we have two aims. Temporarily, something we need to overcome out of the meditation. Something, problems, difficulties come out of practice. That is temporary aim. And together, we should have ultimate aim. The last destination aim is achieve enlightenment. Have no doubts. Okay. So therefore, you should know, if somebody asked you why you practice Buddhism, your answer is clear. Ultimately, I want to become Buddha, achieve enlightenment, okay? And temporarily, I need to practice. I have some kind of, overcome, that's a challenge, remove obstacles. So that is usual. In Tibetan word, we call, that's a nekapji, nekaptang, nekapji dewa, tang tartukji dewa, nekapji pemba, tang tartukji dewa, goes always together, and the two things. So that is just I want to share you just briefly the meaning of the meditative concentration, the purpose of that, and how we should go through step by step. And then, that we keep continue with the little meditation. As we told yesterday, day before yesterday, you can, that's practice by yourself that, and then I keep going, continue. So far, yes. So far, we have discussed on the few steps of mindfulness body. Particularly, we have discussed on how we should use the breath as the support to the meditative concentration. And then we have discussed on the mindfulness body, which is related with any type of the meditation. As I mentioned, how we should to apply the mindfulness to the body. As I mentioned, you should choose a particular part of your body, and the mind rest on that part of your body. Feel that sensation of aliveness, and stay as long as possible with very silent mind, with very, that's a relaxed mind. Be aware of that state of mind. And eventually you can move slowly down, up as by the skin. Once you do that quite often, then of course it is natural to you, you get familiar, very easy to do these things. If you get used to practicing that way, and quite, that's easy to gain your meditative concentration in the terms of Shinai meditation. And I suggest to you, you do that first, often, as much as you can. This part of meditative concentration, you do that as much as you can. If you practice daily meditative concentration, maybe it's better to begin with that part of practice first. You do not have to hurry up to go into next step before you really gain experience. If you just, go like a check first levels a little bit, and then immediately trying to do second one, and then trying to do third one, you may not achieve any experience at the end. You've done everything. If I ask how you are meditation, how you go, you said, I done everything. Okay, from first to the end, I did. How you experience? I don't know experience. That could be happened. In order to avoid that, that is a mistake, okay? Just do first stage, some gain of experience. Then, slowly step in the second one, go in that way. And traditionally, we do like that way. I remember in the, teachers and when I was young, when they're teaching the meditative concentration, meditative teachings, we are not allowed to look the next page, okay? Just we are stuck 1 or 2 pages for a few days, even in weeks. And the next page, they're bound by the stain, tied up, not allowed to see next page, what is going on. Then you stay this first or 1 or 2 pages often and follow the, the meditate. And then teacher come to the next page, like go in that way. So that is why is before you experience further steps of experience, if you go to second step, then second step is not easy to you. And then third, you go third and check that has not happened. And the fourth go to, and that doesn't check again, that has not happened. So we don't want to spend that time like that. So having said that, still we are in the mindfulness body. So eventually, you're trying to apply mindfulness body, not particular part of your body. Not necessarily choose one part of your body to focus in forehead, chest, or maybe your arm, or whatever, maybe stomach. Not choosing eventually, since you are quite familiar to aware of your body. Just trying to apply your mindfulness in the wholeness of the body. The wholeness of the body. Like you do not have to make picture whole body in your mind. In sense of the feeling level, just feel whole body's sensation of alive sensation. Like stay, and the mind is simply connected with the wholeness of your body. Your mind is stay with your body. Your mind is not going anywhere to think external objects, past events, future plans, but simply being with your body. There's no particular focus, but be here and now. Here, where? With this body. Now, when? Now. Just like, do you understand that? Keep that in your mind, okay? Trying to do that. This is a really instruction. This wholeness body. Feel this sensation. Mind stay. When you mindful this body, of course, mind should be really relaxed. Really, like there's a silent, relaxed, calm, peaceful, joy, all together experience with your body. Just slightly mind is just touching your body, place on your body. And then mind feel that relaxed, non-conceptual, and silent. This is so beautiful actually, very beautiful experience. Really good. Do that step by step. Don't expect become like this character of mind long time. Just short period of time, trying to manage short period of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That period of time, mind be silent, relaxed, here and now. That's okay. And the next step, maybe something else happens, it doesn't matter. Come back again, repeat again, repeat again. Trying to make real happen. And short. Do you understand? If you stay in the cushion 30 minutes, within 30 minutes, repeat again. Mind really touching into the relax, thoughtless, silent. Like we can manage 3 seconds, 5 seconds long. Then maybe something else happened, doesn't matter. You can return back to that same position. Meditation is make familiar, get used through the repeat again. Don't expecting the mind becomes perfect in 1 hour or 30 minutes. That is impossible, okay? Okay. I almost finished mindfulness body. Oh, not yet. Okay, still we have one. So that is the mindfulness body, which is related with Hsien meditation. Remember, when we talk about the mindfulness, I mentioned there are 3 stages. The mindfulness body, mindfulness mind, mindfulness sensation, mindfulness phenomena, that is purpose for the antidote of attachment, antidote of disturbing emotions. So, and that is, I mentioned before, like mindfulness body, you should to see the body's impermanence, ugliness, all these things. Okay, this is the first stage. I'm not going to teach these things to you, because we do not have much time. I just directly come to teach you mindfulness body, that which is connected with the shamatha meditation. That is what we are talking now. Okay? And mindfulness body, related with the shamatha meditation, is almost, I said. Okay, and a very short instruction, and also I believe that is very good enough to you. Since we do not have much time, so therefore I'm not going to detail explain these things. So then I'm going to say a little bit about mindfulness body, which is related to the Vipassana. Now it's come to now real, the teachings, Vipassana, the course. Okay, so what is that is there? Once your mind is quite okay to stay with your body sensations, and the mind is be silent, mind of, the rest with the body, then within this silence, within this relaxed mind, you draw up slightly analytical mind, analyze. Little thought. The thoughts in the, are not really, that's out of this, mindfulness body. But within this frame, within this Shen meditation, that which is you use the body, its support. Okay, you feel wholeness of the body, you are stay with this body. You experience that relaxed in the body. Then draw up slightly, the thought, let's say thought, and thinking, what is the body? And kind of searching now, searching the body, to search the body, analyze the body. Do you understand it? Now it is not, you are stay with this, the beautiful experience, relaxed and silent. You want to know more about my body. What is the body? Where is the body? Okay. My head is not my body. Shoulder is not my body. Stomach is not my body. Leg is not my body. Each part of my body is not my body. Then, where's my body, so-called body? What? Do you understand? No, it is come to the nature of emptiness. Look, body is empty nature. Usually teacher don't say this directly, okay? The disciples should understand by themselves through their intellectual mind, through their analytical mind. Okay? If a teacher says your body is empty nature immediately, then your conclusion is just, okay, my body is empty nature. You don't know, but you just have this, you gain that idea. In order to really sure that you know by yourself, teacher asks to you, analyze your body. Okay. Is there really body exist? Really exist or not? If there really exists your body, where? Which one? Search every part of the form, inside, outside. Eventually look at the very single tiny cells. Atoms are not body, each of them not body. Then you cannot find your body out of this form somewhere in front of. So, is there real, concrete, independent, intrinsic nature body exists or not? If yes, where? How? If not, then what is this? If there's no body, then what is this? Do you understand what I'm talking? Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. The very profound teaching of Buddhism. Things are not separate from the interdependent co-arise. Manifest interdependent co-arise. The interdependent co-arises the empty of nature. There's no intrinsic nature in anything. There's no independent nature in anything. We are start to finding that from your body first. That's the easiest thing. Now you gain the knowledge. Knowledge which is the extraordinary knowledge. Lak tong. Lak is extra. Tong is extra knowledge, extra wisdom. What is it? Extra wisdom? It is the beyond the mundane, worldly knowledge to know the truth. To know the truth. It's not knowledge that telling you have 5 fingers, you have the arm, you have the flesh, blood. Not that part of knowledge. Knowledge which is searching the reality, the truth in these objects. So therefore it comes extraordinary. Transcendent knowledge. Transcendental. What is transcend? Beyond of the worldly knowledge. The worldly academic schools never teach these things. Okay? No, it is beyond of that teaching, beyond of this knowledge. So therefore, Laktong, Vipassana, to see the truth. Not as talking about how big your head and how beautiful your face, how your body is heavy or not heavy and good, healthy or not good. Not that part. But here is, does really exist or not? And the truth, sense of truth. It's not talking about how it appears to us, how see us by us, how we see the body, how it appears to us, how we experience, feel it, rather than to see the truth, to know the truth. So this knowledge is extraordinary knowledge, very profound, that lead us to liberation. This ultimate knowledge, wisdom, lead us liberation from samsara. Get rid of ego clinging. That's the truth. So therefore, when you are, you think your Zen meditation is okay now, quite a stable experience, then you should have some kind of analytical meditation to search in the truth within this Zen meditation. Here, this tradition, mindfulness tradition, the first one is body. Search the body. How you feel? At the end, you see the body is just concepts, just name, just idea. besides your concept, named idea, there's no really body exists. 100% sure. That much ego clinging is eliminated. That much confusion is disappeared. How are you? But you are not disappeared. So, in the Buddhist tradition, when you gain that's a high level of wisdom, then it says non-dual wisdom. Non-dual wisdoms come out of to seeing the truth. Both the subject and the object really does not separately exist. To see it, it's not intellectually thinking, but really seeing it. And there's no dualistic views disappears naturally. And but somehow, with wisdom, manages everything. Unmistakably make communication, sees, feel, think. All these things are done by the, spontaneously by the wisdom. For those people do not have to think. Just it happens spontaneously without having thoughts. Like Buddha, not only the Buddha, all these great masters in the past, yogis, someone who achieved that status becomes very wonderful, not only the wonderful for themselves, but wonderful to the others. When they make communications, when they see others, there's no mistakes. Precisely manage everything in the perfect way. But at the same time, they really realize there's no body. There's no me, there's no you. But at the same time, that relatively, everything's there. So, in that reason, we always don't forget two truths, relative truth and ultimate truth. When we talk about these things, which level you are talking about? Don't mistake. Don't, there's confusion that. If you talking about the ultimate truth, that means you are analyzing something analytical, something searching, something that's trying to see the ultimate truth. Then we are talking about all these that's things. And the relative truth, when you come to the relative truth, then these questions never happened. Like relative truth is just deal to the how we see, how we hear, how we experience. In that level, we are not talking about whether these things really exist or not. Okay? And the relative truth. Just we say, if we see something, or that is exist, or that is not exist if we don't see anything. It's pretty much easy. When we deal to the ultimate truth, then we have to search in, analyze, examine, to find. Like different, yeah? So therefore, we're supposed to not have any confusion about these two truths. Always, we should go two truths together. Don't, mess up what level you are talking, what level you are thinking. It seems sometimes, complicated, at the same time very easy. Okay, so if you would like to try to mindfulness body in the sense of Vipassana, to search it up, first you stay with the Shene type of the mindfulness body, then trying to search, think about, analyze. What is the body? when you do this kind of meditation, analytical meditation, as we are mindfulness body, and eventually we analyze, searching the body, true nature of the body, and you are searching, analyze the body. If you don't find any that so-called body that which exists in independent nature, that which has intrinsic nature, really you don't find that. And you see the body is just the name of the composed from the different part of things. If you see really body is, the so-called body is just the idea, concepts, the name. If you really see that, understand that, then there's no need much searching. There's no need much analyze. Then just rest with this wisdom, with this knowledge. Aware this knowledge. So here, in that moment, your meditative experience is pretty much different from the Xiane meditation. During the Xiane meditation, you have no thoughts, you have no concepts much. You have some kind of, there's experience like, joy, clarity, these things, but there's no understanding in anything. Now you have some kind of profound understanding within this experience. So that makes, that the meditation is the transcendent meditation. So in that time, you're clinging towards the body. It's the one type of the ego clinging, grasping to the body, whether this is really exist or not exist, are disappearing. So that much you have liberation gained out of non-clinging, not grasping. So you're trying to rest and awareness. That, that's what we called the knowledge, knowingness. Knowledge, understanding, not necessarily always thoughts. And very subtle, non-conceptual wisdom there. And also, probably another way to say these things are, maybe you have heard in the terms of Mahamudra and Dzogchen, we used to say, appearances are emptiness, emptiness is appearance. Appearances and emptiness are unified, inseparable. Appearances is just this body. Emptiness is to see that body has no intrinsic, independent nature. That which has no intrinsic, independent nature appears as body. These appearances have no intrinsic, independent nature. To know that, to see that, that is the very profound knowledge. We are talking only this part of thing, this body. We are not talking about the mind, emotions, experience, and the phenomena. That is, we come the next day. Just the first time, we're trying to figure out this small part of our body to see the appearance of the body is emptiness. Emptiness is just appearance. That two things are inseparable to nature. To see that, to feel that, and to realize that. Believe me, Mahamudra is none other than these things. Mahamudra experience, just that we should not think mindfulness is only the first there's some kind of first stops, beginner stops. It can be gone to the very deep and deep higher, like Mahamudra Dzogchen, the teachings. So, therefore, if you are practicing this way, sometimes you analyze, and then rest the result of analyze. And sometimes you search in the body and rest within this result of your search. Rest means you are not thinking. Stay that knowledge. Stay, be aware. Do you understand? Be aware does not thinking anything. Just, knowingness, aware. Like you aware of your breath. You're supposed to not thinking about the breath. Just aware of without concept thought, aware of similar idea. Now you are aware of the knowledge, that knowing the truth of the nature of the body. You're aware of that. Without involve any concept. And time to time, analyze again in order to make deeper knowledge. Make, the knowledge is go deeper. In the Tibetan words as Jegom, Jogom, Jegom, Jogom. Jegom is analytical meditate and rest in it for a while. And begin to analyze a little bit. And rest within this result of analyze. And go in that way. Okay? That is how we should really practice mindfulness body in the terms of Vipassana. To seeing, to aware the truth of the body. Search the real nature of the body. Okay. Having said that, even you are not yet done this mindfulness body in the terms of mindfulness, but the Shene type of the mindfulness body is also good. You begin with that. In the beginning time, you're trying to spend more time for the Shene type of the mindfulness body. Just, simply not searching, not analyze. Being with your body sensation, feel that sensation. Mind keep in the very relaxed, very silent, very, that's a sort of rest and joyful state mind. And time to time, you do not have to always pay attention to the body. Time to time, release this attentiveness, attention. Time to time, you release, focus the breath also. And just let mind be in the silent by itself. And then eventually come back to the using the, the methods. Whether your body, mindfulness body, or maybe mindfulness of breath, whatever. Use it for a few minutes. If you stay a longer time, maybe sometimes you get a little bit tired. If you start to feel tired, drop this effort to be aware. Let mind be silent by itself. Relax, without thinking, without having any kind of effort. Trying to less effort, more be relaxed for a while. Maybe for a while you do that. After a few minutes, maybe mind is start having agitation or maybe dullness getting involved in your mind, and then turn your attention to the breath or to the body sensations. You should go in that way meditation, okay? This is really good instruction to you. I just sum up, collected from many teachings, trying to make easy and short. So, that is today's teaching, mindfulness body. Maybe tomorrow we don't go to the mindfulness body. Maybe we, that's the next one, mindfulness sensation, talking about these things. And I supposed to having more time for the meditation, but it seems not so time for us to meditate. Not so many times for meditate, less times, but it's okay. I just give you instruction. And then all this, with this instruction methods, you should work with by yourself, okay? So I see this is the precious time. More instructions important than just sitting. If you receive the instruction, then that will be good to you. You can do that by yourself later times. Okay? So, questions answer. How you find the body? Do you have the body or not?
Thank you, Khenpo, for wonderful teachings. I have just two questions. One, a quick one to, if I understand correctly, what is the progress of like one after the other? Should we start with the breath, counting, then not counting, then holding place on, and then start with the body, mindfulness?
Yeah.
Not at the same time. First breath, then body.
It's better to do that.
Okay.
But the first trying to use make familiar this, this breathing awareness meditation. After all, then if you begin to the mindfulness body, and you can shift these two things alternatively, eventually. Maybe time to time you feel more, focus on your body, the breath, the awareness. And time to time come back to your body sensation, stay mind there. You can alternately change later.
Okay. And my second question was more to the Lakton part, because I feel sometimes this Shina meditation can go into the way of not empty mind, but sort of this effect of the white wall.
White what?
White wall. Not empty and alert, but kind of stupid. And especially while practicing back home, it's not so easy to get in contact with a master who understands everything. So how can we check if our progress is going in the right direction? Because if we just sit back home and in the year next year we come back and then everybody is very, very stupid and not very, very realized.
In the Shina meditation, when you sometimes feel like, that's not so empty, but it's something like a white wall. That is due to maybe too much concentrate, hold on the mind. Your mind is too much tight, too much alert and hold on. In that case, sometimes these kind of feelings come up. In order to avoid that, always you should know the balance, how much you have the alertness and relaxed. And mostly, when you see the mind is quite, the peaceful, relaxed, and very, that's like, how to say, flowing, not stuck. Some kind of flowing, not stuck actually. See that mind is okay, then, trying to release effort, trying to restrain the effortless. Don't build up too strong effort. Hold the mind something. Okay? If your mind holds within the effort and a stuck mind, that is not a good meditation. Maybe at the beginners, there is some kind of useful. And eventually, one should to know how to make mind becomes effortlessly rest in the natural mind. Effortlessly is always needed Like, do you understand that, what I mean by?
Yeah, kind of playful, yes?
It is like, mind is not trying to not always, keep mind and stuck and, phrasing and, froze. Like, not keep in that way always. Trying to have some kind of, like, it's not thought, but some kind of, that's a, how to say, I don't know that. Gentleness. I don't know how to say. It is, yeah.
Joyful, playful.
Yeah, joyful, and that's a silence, but you can move, head, body moving, feel these moving sensations, and yeah, it's better don't just put mind in the box, don't think. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello. Khenpo, I've got also 2 questions. One is about this part of holding on breath.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that you're basically holding breath and then
Slightly, not
a
so
little
much,
bit more?
Exhale, inhale a few times, then little bit, the whole, inhale and hold. Here, that's energies inside your lung, stay. Very comfortable way, okay? Don't do, just, that's a very comfortable, relaxed way, hold inside. Mind is in silent. Then slowly exhale.
Okay, so you are not adding like more breath to like
Yeah, no
like
need.
second breath.
Just, that's a exhale, inhale, mind is there. Then, that's a come, inhale, little bit. And within the energy, mind be within this energy, with silent mind. And not necessarily hold long time. And exhale, like.
Okay, I see.
Be easy. Meditation needs to be always easy. Make easy.
So my second question is, like in this body, like this Laktung body, like after this, I was kind of angry. And what to do in this case? I was kind of angry.
Why it's kind of angry?
I think because I was checking and my mind was jumping, and after this I started to be irritated. And
due to the analytical minds, analyze. You should not analyze like that's a very serious way, but very gentle, smooth, happy way, happy feeling. And like that's a stay. I told you, stay with Shen meditation. Okay. One supposed not to come out of the Shen meditation experience. Within the Shen meditation, relaxed and peaceful mind. Then the search, like slightly searching. It's not seriously what that. Okay, slightly searching who I am. What is my body? Who I am. The searching who you are. First find out the body.
But when I'm asking those questions and nothing is coming to my mind.
That's good. There's no answer. I mean, there's a... to seeing is not answer to you. Just to understand, it's just... Nobody talks, you are emptiness. Nobody talks about that. But you should see by yourself. The body is just the name of this collection, collectivity of peace. Just a name. Are you sure? Yes, I'm pretty much sure. There's no really concrete, independent, intrinsic natural body exists in anywhere. Just it is a name and idea. just this piece of collection giving the name of the body, then your idea clinging the body. Besides that, there's no really body. Okay, now I know what I mean by the body. Okay, so then you understand that. Okay, if you don't want to search in at that time, not necessarily forced to do these things. Okay, just stay in sharing meditation better. And slowly, slowly, it's always better to progress in the real and the slow, very stable in that way. Okay.
Khenpo, thank you for your teachings. I have a question about emptiness. I'm wondering what is it and trying to understand for myself. And my question is, maybe you Okay. Yes, thank you. How is just a moment. Experienced practice, experienced master of Shene and Latong, how he experiencing emptiness? Is it possible to tell us something about it? Maybe. Thank you.
This is a very difficult question, actually. I mean, there's no way to really, say immediately in a few words. It is very, when we talk about emptiness, it is really, the profound knowledge that Buddha ever taught. Really. Emptiness, how things really are, is the very, the unique Buddha's teaching is profound. We cannot really define it within the few words explain. But somehow, you should understand that someone who realized natural emptiness directly, that is something like, you gain the profound knowledge about how things really are. There's nothing losing. What is losing in that moment is the confusion, misunderstanding and losing. That is good. Ego clinging is disappeared. But beside that, you gain that, that's understanding how things really are. Of course, you are not disappeared at that moment. Just, that's the word emptiness is not so much acceptable in the Western minds, not only the Westerners, but in the modern, the language itself is difficult. In the traditional Buddhist developed countries, Mahayana Buddhist developed countries, if you said emptiness and shunyata, it's wonderful words. If someone who experiences emptiness means, wow, wonderful, it's a different interpretation than the word itself. So therefore, at least don't reject the words of emptiness. You just trying to accept there's wonderful things happened. Okay? Don't worry. I'm guarantee you, not only you are really experiencing emptiness, but you gain quite knowledge about emptiness through the intellectual mind, knowing the emptiness. That makes really different to your life. Really. Like, that you are less clinging, grasping, there's less fears, expectations in your life because you know how things really are. That all these things, even intellectual mind understand these things makes very different your life. Pretty much sure. Do you see that all these great masters, yogis are naturally very different from the ordinary person? It's really, that's the fearless, not so much expectation. And also wonderful experience, always full of love and compassion and happy, because they know how things really are. It's not just their discipline, the moral discipline, or maybe meditative concentrations. Of course, that's useful, but somehow main thing why those great masters makes distinguished from the from the ordinary person is to know the truth. Shantideva says, whatsoever may be practiced, 6 parameters, at the end, all this practice for the wisdom, gained for the wisdom. Anyway, wisdom is emptiness.
Good afternoon, Khenpo.
Yeah,
thank you. I have the question about when we do the lacton, and we asked all this question. Do you? I was focused on my chest, for example, to do the shine, to body shine, as you explain us. And do you keep the focus during the time we ask the question, or we just try?
Keep the focus during the question.
Yeah, I mean, you try to do analytic meditation.
During the analytical meditation, do we keep that the Shene meditation constantly?
Yeah.
Yes, it's as much as one can.
Okay.
You know that in the meditation tradition, analytical has to be done within the Shene meditation experience. Okay? If you are learning, trying to, that's a learning process, then that Shene meditation is not talking about there. In the meditation tradition, analytical and the searching are always within the Shene meditation. You should stay in the Shene meditation. And the mind should be relaxed and silent, feeling that, then draw up the analytical mind. You can do that. You can do that. Like you can do Shene meditations in every action. If you walk with mindfulness. It's Shene meditation. If you talk with full of mindfulness. Like a mind keep in the quiet, peaceful, relaxed, silent, and talk. That is a Shene meditation. Every actions can be done in the Shene meditation. Okay?
Thank you so much, Khenpo. And my question is, you said to relax mind and just stay in the silence. Mm-hmm. And what to do when images or like thoughts start to appear?
Thoughts appear.
Yes, and some images, pictures, just.
Mm-hmm. Right now we are not talking about what to do these things, but that's at that moment immediately trying to identify that you have the thoughts, image, and come back to silence. Just come back, not follow to the thought images, not losing into the images. Just come back to silence. Okay? Try it. Okay. Sunam de damje zebani tomne nibe dana pamze ne jega nanche walai truba sibe zolen rowa sho. Okay, everyone, see you tomorrow.